Welcome back. It's day 8, and today's rule is to put a fence around your work. And what I mean by that is to limit your work. Make it so that it cannot, massively grow out of proportion, and fall into the dreaded scope creep. Now, if you've been running an agency or been with an agency for any amount of time, you know that scope creep is a dangerous force. All right, let's go over some ideas here. So for building a fence, the first thing is you want to be clear. You need to specify the work that's included and maybe the work that's not included. And so that this is not just some ideas, as usual, I'm going to be showing an example on Smart Pricing Table of what this looks like. So you want to be clear. An example of not being clear would be, let's say that you have a client that wants you to manage their Facebook account and do new posts. Well, just saying, manage Facebook post or a Facebook page, $1,000 a month is incredibly ambiguous, and I know from experience can lead to a lot of pain. So you want to be clear, and you want to use limiters. Limiters are little lines inside of your service outline that limit the amount it can grow. So for instance, I've used in the past, this line item is limited to a max of 10 hours. I can't tell you, how many times that saved my butt personally, and clients don't tend to have a big issue with it either. Utilizing configurations. These are line item modifications that make it clear that something isn't included or is included because it's checked. You'll get to see that here in just a second. And then improve with each project. So the goal is, you have a service, you have an offering, and you outline it and you try to make it as clear as you can, without going overkill. But you want to improve on it as projects go along and you learn. All right, let's jump over to Smart Pricing Table, and I want to give you an example. So this is an SEO website project, and I'm going to add under additional items for consideration, I'm going to add Facebook content marketing. And since I already have this in my library, I can just click on it, and it's added. And this line item is doing what I'm talking about here. So let's go over this. The first thing it says, manage client's Facebook page. And then work includes. As I've said in previous videos, I like to bullet list things out. 1 hour meeting each month for strategy. 10 new blog posts per month. And then 30 minutes of profile optimization as needed. So this is kind of, one-time adjustments to their social media account. I make it clear that there's a meeting included. It's 10 proposals. And then down here, or sorry, not 10 proposals, 10 posts. And then down here, I use one of those limiters. Important does not include responding to comments. If you've ever done social media management, I was pitched on this once, and one of the questions I had for this individual was, will you respond to comments for me? Because that's really important for the algorithms. Well, that's a lot of work, and if you just kind of get thrown into that because you weren't clear, it can be a rough ride. So I put does not include responding to comments. And then here I'm using the points about utilizing configurations. So this makes it doubly clear that managing and responding to comments is not included because it's not checked. Now they can turn it on and adjust the price here. Another thing would be include images with posts. Now nowhere did I say that images weren't included, but the fact that I have a configuration here that shows that it costs extra money makes it pretty clear. Okay, so they could turn that on and it adjusts the price. And then finally, I have a way for them to add additional posts if they wanted to. Now, this is the basic framework that I discussed, but the last point is to continuously improve. As each new project goes, you want to go back to this offering and say, ask, is it clear? Perhaps the first time you sold this particular service, you included images for the base cost, but you found out it didn't work with the numbers. The numbers didn't pencil in, it was too expensive. And so on the second version, you update your template, your line item, and you add this include images with posts. All right, well, that's the principle for today, building a fence around your work. I hope you found these insights valuable, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow where we'll discuss some powerful clauses that can save you a lot of pain.